Okay, I'm about to geek out, as are all of you right now, because I'm here with absolute Hollywood royalty and someone that I've watched just over and over and over and over. You were a child too. We were both children together. I was in my hometown watching her on television, wishing I could be her, and I still do. Dawn Wells, Marianne from
Where'd you grow up?
Gilligan's Island, Texas.
Texas. I'm a Nevada girl. We're Westerners.
We're Westerners, yeah.
We are.
Yeah. Dawn Wells. Dawn Wells. Yeah. No, Marianne from Gilligan's Island and everything else. You did a lot of work. You didn't just do Gilligan's Island. You were on like everything back in the day.
Well, and I like theater too. Theater is really my best thing, I think. I like it the most. But you can't go anywhere in the world without Marianne, you know? Yeah. It wasn't, what's what I want to say? It wasn't really a challenge. You know, you like to do something that's really dramatic or something, but Marianne was loved all over the world, which
I don't know. Some of those episodes were pretty dramatic. You had some pretty intense scenes. You had to go into character a lot in different things where you had to.
dream sequences. We got I never got to kiss anybody.
Really? You didn't?
You did all the kissing. I never got to kiss anybody.
Well, Ginger was a little bit of a, you know.
Sexy movie star is what she was.
That wasn't the word I was going to call Ginger. I was a Marianne.
Yeah, I was a Mrs. Howell now.
No, you're an amazing. So you did, but you did so many other things, and it's sad because Gilligan's Island was only a little blip of your career in show business.
Well, and I was theater trained. I went to a Stevens College, which is a women's college, took theater, and then University of Washington, and then I had a choice between New York City and Los Angeles, and I don't sing, and most everything in New York is musical comedy. So I decided I'd go to Los Angeles, and I lived in the Hollywood Studio Club, where all actresses go, where you're all disciplined, and you have to sign in and out when you go to your room. And I went to work right away. I was trained, but I was a perfect ingenue. And I think that in film you're typed. You know, I couldn't play a ginger, so to speak. So I worked a lot. I did all the 77 Sunset strips and all the stuff at Warner Brothers. And then I just auditioned for Marianne and got it.
And so after that, I mean, I can't even imagine after a role like that, pretty much for the rest of your life. Like right now, we're still talking about it. Does it
languages all over the world, I understand. I'd like to see what I sound like in French or Spanish or something. I've never seen it dubbed by somebody else either.
But I mean, what can that be like for you? To just always be Marianne? That's the next book that you should write too. Always Marianne.
Always Marianne. Well, you know, but she was loved and respected. Absolutely. And she knew manners. She was a good girl, so it's a good...
And you could cook those coconut pies like nobody's business, but where did you get the milk and the cream and the sugar?
Ah, there's the rub. Where was the oven? That's a good point, but you believed it, didn't you?
I never questioned.
I know. That's what television's all about.
Yeah. My sister has a book here. It's called If Cheese Made You Thin, I'd Be Invisible by Now. And she mentions you a couple of times, your character in particular, and she says something about hitting Ginger over the head with a coconut. She never understood why you didn't do that.
Me too. It was a very good solution, wouldn't it have been? I think.
So I love these pictures of you. So these are amazing.
Pictures of you 100 years ago and how you look?
Oh gosh. Really I never looked like this. I never ever in my life looked like you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this woman. But I mean,
it's kind of fun to do this because you meet your fans. I've raised all of the people here. You know, it's been on the air for 40 years or something. So I was 12 in most of these.
No, you weren't much older than 12 in these. I mean, you were what, like 20, 19?
24, I think. 24.
You were a baby. You were a little girl. Yeah.
But this was a Maverick, and we have a lawman.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff aside.
Look at this from Maverick. Because you are at the Western Film Festival here.
Yes, I am, and I'm a cowgirl too. I'm born and raised in Nevada, you know.
Yeah. So do you ride horses?
Yes.
Do you
very well? No, I don't ride English. I don't ride English saddle though. Yeah. It's all Western.
Well, and I grew up bareback, so I don't even know
how to bareback. Yeah. Oh, well, so you're an adventurer.
I didn't have enough money for a saddle.
Well, my mother was terrified of horses, so I had to sneak away. Really? Yeah, she was scared of them, but my dad was a good rider.
You guys, Dawn Wells, and she is still as beautiful as she was any time that we knew her from Gilligan's Island or any other show, and she's a wonderful human being, and I'm so happy to be sitting here.
Now, you know.
We're all Mrs. Howells.
But you could do Ginger very well. You're beautiful. Oh, you had nothing to do with that.
I love her even more now.
Your mother and father had something to do with that part.
Don Wells, the best.
Here we are.